All right, shalom, shalom. First off and foremost, as always, I want to say, Kol Lam La, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachak Wadash. Double honor being to the elder apostles of Great Millstone that do rule and teach well. And a shalom to Akim out there that's pushing his truth through the spirit, through the power, and through the name of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahar, Rachak Wadash. So this is going to be a quick lesson titled, We Don't Belong to This World, okay? We do not belong to this world, all right? And, yeah, man, we don't belong to this world. And before I give my initial precept, which is in John 15, started off, a quick precept just came to mind, okay? I just want to look this up real quick because, let's see here. Because, once, come to this truth, the people that are not in the truth, we don't mesh well together with people that's not in the truth, if you get what I'm trying to say. Now, of course, you may go to work and things of that nature, make small talk, but ultimately, we get in and get out. These people, they can relate to you. You can't explain to these people the things that because they're going to look at you like you fucking crazy. These people are spiritually dead, especially our people, especially Jake. Okay, so, we don't belong to the world, man. These, like the scriptures say, what communion have light with darkness, So, without further ado, Lord's word is lessons edifying, to the Lord's sheep. So, real quick, this is, let's see. Let's start at verse 1. This is 1 Peter chapter 4 and verse 1. And actually, let's read this in the NLT. 1 Peter 4 and verse 1. It reads, So then, since Yahweh Shai Mashiach suffered physical pain, you must arm yourselves with the same attitude he had and be ready to suffer too. For if you have suffered physically for Yahweh Shai Mashiach, you have finished with sin. You see? So, right here in the KJV, it reads, For he that have suffered in the flesh have ceased from sin. And that's one thing too. As you come to this truth, you realize that, things that are common to man, you may go through them, but, of course the Lord, has a way for you to overcome that. But, it's like, you may go through it, but it can be, a little more, trying, if you will. Okay. And, once you come to this truth, and speaking from from myself, it's me still being a young man in this faith, that the things that I've witnessed and things that I've experienced, you got to suffer, and you suffering that can, have you, that can humble you, and not cause you to go off, not cause you to sin, now of course you don't sin willfully, but at times in this truth, things are going to be bitter, and but even within that, when things get bitter, that's ultimately to make you get the increase, to make you stronger. Okay. So, if you find yourself at times, or, you suffer from the flesh, don't look at it like, the Lord is doing bad to you. Look at it as chastisement. Okay, because ultimately that chastisement will make you, stronger in the long run. Okay. So you suffer in the flesh, ultimately, like the scriptures say, you cease from sin. Okay. And right here, verse 2, 1 Peter 4 and verse 2, it says, you won't spend the rest of your lives chasing your own desires, but you will be anxious to do the will of the Most High. You have had enough in the you have had enough in the past of the evil things that godless people enjoy, their immortality and lust, their feasting and drunkenness and wild parties, and their terrible worship of idols. You see, and in the world, we were doing that, because we were Gentiles, in the mind, we had, we weren't spiritually circumcised yet, so we were, still doing things that the heathen did, okay? But now that we come to the truth, people are gonna look at us like we crazy. People are gonna look at your family members gonna look at you like, man, what is this dude doing? He's out there preaching. He's not, he's not interacting with us as he used to, but before he came to the truth, so we don't do the things that we once did before we came to the truth, okay? Because that's the old man, all right? That's the old creature, and once you come into the truth, you become a new creature in Yahweh Shai, all right? Right here in the KJV, it reads 1 Peter 4 and 2. It says that he no longer should live the rest of his life in the flesh to the lust of men, but to the will of the Most High, right? Because we had our fun in the world, Now it's time to buckle down, because we at the end, man. And it's time to continue to push, for salvation, to make our calling and election sure. That's why we show our diligence, so that way we can be delivered, because we have faith and Yahweh Shema Shai, that us doing His work and us believing in His name, calling upon His name, rehearsing righteous acts, we believe through faith that we be delivered, even though we know that it's all through predestination. But hey, the elect will be doing these things. That's why we say that we are the hopeful elect, because we hope that we are of the elect. You see, verse 3 KJV, and it reads, "For the time past of our life may suffice us to have wrought the will of the Gentiles, when we walked in lasciviousness, lusts, excessive wine, revelings, banquetings, and abominable idolatries." And it reads verse 4, "Wherein they think it strange that you run not with them to the same excess of riot, speaking evil of you." Right? So in the NLT, 1 Peter 4 and 4, it reads, it says, "Of course, your former friends are surprised when you no longer plunge into the flood of wild and destructive things they do, so they slander you." You see? And this is why I was going to earlier. This is why the lesson is titled, we don't belong to the world. We're not in the world, because once the Lord called us into this truth, the same ones that we used to deal with in the world, and old relationships that we may have had in the world, they look at us like we're crazy, because we're not doing the same things or the same silly antics that they are still involved in, but we have turned our back on the world, and we're not worried about that shit no more, because now that the Lord has woke us up, and made us awake spiritually, okay, we know what's to come. We know that Babylon's about to be destroyed, so it's time, like I said, it's time to just even go more harder, because the things that we did in the world, that was all bullshit, but now we have come into something serious, something to to really strive for, because the people that we were dealing with in the world, hey, guess what, they're not worried about this. They're worried about the same bullshit, the same drama, the same nonsense, the same whatever it is, you see. But us, we're in a different mission. That's why Yahweh Shai said, keep the eye single, remain focused, because we know who we serve, okay? And we know that, and we know that the God we serve is soon going to show his wrath, okay? And we want to be on the good side, and not the bad side of that wrath, okay? By Yahweh Shema Shai, all right? Now, I got that. Now let's get this. This is where is it at? This is John 15. And verse 18. And this is the NOT as well. I read this in the NOT. It reads, if the world hates you, remember that it hated me first. Right? This world, I was speaking to a brother earlier, and he's told me, which, I already knew, which, we both know, you brothers know. But he said, man, these people, man, they don't fuck with us, and he's 100, and he was 100% right. He is 100% right, because they don't. These people can love you one day, but then the next day they can just switch on you, because, these people have demons on them, and they could just, just switch on you, out of nowhere, especially a woman, okay? So these people, man, they don't love us, just like Yahweh Shai just said. He said, remember that it hated me first, because the scriptures say the servant is not greater than his master. Okay, that's the words of Yahweh Shai. Verse 19, it reads, the world will love you as one of its own if you belong to it, right? If we were of this world and we belong to the world, we would be easily accepted, okay? You can't go somewhere where niggas can go, okay? Not saying that you would or that I would, but they're not going to accept you because those are demons over there, okay? We have the light, we have this truth. So, these demons, they see that. And that's one thing too, there's a word out here that we can't see. That's why this is a spiritual war, a spiritual battle, okay? So we don't belong to this world, man, okay? What communion have light with darkness? Let me get that real quick, because that's the second time I said it. All right, this is 2 Corinthians. Let's see, let me get this in the KJV real quick. 2 Corinthians chapter 6 and verse 14, and it reads, be ye not unequally yoked together with unbelievers. Right, man. You're not gonna, have Bible study with a Christian, right? Okay, because they don't believe in his doctrine. You're not gonna, have, sit down with the atheists. These people, they're unbelievers, man. They're wicked. Okay, be not unequally yoked together with unbelievers. That's why the scriptures speak about, being of, like-minded, being around, being around like-minded men. Having that same mind, being of one accord. Okay, because it's very refreshing of being around brothers, rather than dealing with people that are just oblivious, and have their own, bullshit dogma doctrines and just bullshit opinions, and they're all just off, man. These people soon are gonna get, confounded, okay, because they look at us like we're tripping, like we're evil. No, you're the evil one. You're the one that's tripping, okay? But soon people are gonna realize that prophets of the Lord, were among them. Okay, so we don't deal with these people, we don't deal with these Christians. We don't deal with these niggas out here. We don't deal with, these crazy people out here, man. Okay. And it reads, for what fellowship hath righteousness with unrighteousness? And what communion have light with darkness? You see? And real quick, let's look at that word communion. Okay. All right. This is the Blue Letter Bible. See what it says. The communion, it means fellowship. Okay. Intimacy, joint participation, community, association. Okay. A collection, an embodiment. All right. So we don't have any joint participation with these people out here that are worldly. Because why? Because we don't belong to the world. Okay. We don't belong to this world, man. All right. And these people out here, man, they'll show you that. You know, it's been times when I've gone somewhere and you can feel that the vibe is off. And then the spirit said, man, just leave, because people, they're not speaking to you. They're not, they're not going out their way to be friendly to you, to be, kind to you. Not saying that we're asking for that, but, it's like, a regular human being, would show some type of common courtesy, but even that, people don't even do that nowadays, so we don't trip, that's why the scriptures give us peace. Yahushua gave us a peace of mind, because we know that these people are not meant to be amongst us, and vice versa. Okay. Because like I did a lesson a couple months back, and it was titled these people are NPCs. Basically they're non-playable characters. In a video game, an NPC is somebody that you can't play with. You can't control them. You can't go up to them and talk to them. Just let them be, man. They're extras. Okay. They got their lot. We have ours. All right. So it reads 2 Corinthians 6:14. It reads, and what communion have light with darkness? All right, there you have it. Now let's head back to John chapter 15 and 19, the NLT, and it reads, the world will love you as one of its own if you belong to it, but you are no longer part of the world. I choose you to come out of the world, so it hates you, right, man? It says, I chose you to come out of the world, so it hates you. All right. And guess what? I am grateful for Yahweh Shema Shai choosing me and taking me out of this world, man. Taking me out of this, that gross darkness, man. Because listen, Jake was in a Gentile mind state, I know nothing. I didn't know that I was Israelite, none of that stuff, man. That's why it's a blessing that, I've been taken out of the world, because the times you're living in, man, these people that are still spiritually dead, spiritually asleep, they are through, people are through, man. People constantly, these people are on social media, living and doing vain things, because the scriptures say that folly is set in great dignity, but all they're doing is, things that is vain. They've given their lives to, vain bullshit, complete folly, not knowing that this world is about to end, not knowing that prophecy is about to unravel before their own eyes, not knowing that Yahweh Shai is about to return, So it's truly a blessing, that we've been woken up, So we don't belong to this world, man, because if the world, because if you were of the world would love its own. Okay. So when people treat you a certain way, they may, look at you a certain way, or may not even just rock with you. You gotta apply the sayings of Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai said it best. The world hate me, know that it hated me before it hated you. Okay. Yahweh Shai, he was hated, man. Of course, he was loved too amongst our people, but also he was hated too. Our people, they sought to kill him. And like how Shai said, the servant is not greater than the master, man. So we're gonna go through the same thing, man. Okay, being humbled, being humiliated, going through that bitter, the sufferings, you see. But guess what? That's what it's all about. We got to go through bitter before you get to the sweet. Okay, so F it. So what if this world hates you? I'd rather be hated, you know, because I'm saying the truth, compared to being loved and being lied to, and having yes men around you. F that, man. I'd rather, Yahweh Shema Shai love me, and the brotherhood love me compared to this world, man. Because the scriptures say, it's James 4:4. It says that, let me get it real quick. James 4:4, it says, ye adulterers and adulteresses, know ye not that the friendship of the world is enmity with the Most High? Whosoever therefore will be a friend of the world is the enemy of the Most High. And guess what? I do not want to be a friend of this world, man, because this world ultimately is going to go up in flames. I want to be a friend of the Most High. I want to be a friend of the Most High, man. Okay? I do not want to be an enemy of Yahweh Shema Shai, because I heard, man, these people, they're enemies of the Lord, and that's why they're gonna get what's coming to them, and that's judgment. Jacob's trouble is coming, man. So people out here, man, they think they're real crazy, serving the Lord. Nah, you crazy for not serving the Lord. You crazy for not repenting, and not getting right. That's why, fearing the Lord is very vital. Having a healthy fear in the names of Yahweh Shema Shai is very vital, because that fear will keep your ass on the right track. And people out here, man, Babylon, out here in gross darkness, they don't fear, but soon the Lord is going to show them that they supposed to fear. Okay. Last verse. This is John 17. Let's see here. Where should I start? Okay, this is John 17 and verse 14 to verse 16 in the NLT. And it reads, it says, I have given them your word, and the world hates them because they do not belong to the world. And this is red letter. So this is Yahweh Shai talking about the elect, the elect, have been given, this word, but given the secrets of Yahweh Shema Shai, and Yahweh give that to Yahweh Shai, and Yahweh Shai give that to who? The elect. You see, it's perfect order, and it says, and actually, real quick, this is John 17 and verse 9, the KJV, to verse 10, and it reads, I pray for them, I pray not for the world. You see? And that's talking about the elect. So Yahweh Shai is praying for the elect, man. Okay? He's not talking about, the whole world of Israel. He's talking about, the elect within the nation of Israel, the first fruits. And it reads, but for them which thou hast given me, for they are thine. Right, man? The Lord Yahweh, the Most High, the Father, the Ancient of Days, gave the elect to Yahweh Shai, brothers, That's why the connection between the elect and the Yahweh Shai is so important. That's why, the elect is called the bride, and Yahweh Shai is what? The groom. They have a special relationship, The elect, those spirits, were with Yahweh Shai before the foundation of the earth, and they're called what? The Alahayim. All right. So that's a special bond right there, man. That's why, Yahweh Shai is so important. And it reads, verse 10, and all mine are thine, and thine are mine, and I am glorified in them. You see? So back in the NLT, John 17 and verse 14, it says, I have given them your word, and the world hates them because they do not belong to the world. You see? We don't belong to this world. The world hates us. Just as I do not belong to the world. You see, so the world hated Yahweh Shai first. Guess what? Now it's hating us. You see, Yahweh Shai, didn't belong to the world. You know, Yahweh Shai told them wicked Pharisees. He was like, I'm from above, and you are from beneath. You know, he told that to those wicked ass Jews, man. Because why? Because they were carnal. Okay, Yahweh Shai is not of this world, man. Just like his men, the elect, they're not of this world. Okay, so that means what? That means that the elect are gonna be pushing Yahweh Shai, pushing this doctrine, pushing the doctrine of Yahweh Shai, and constantly talking about Yahweh Shai, man. Constantly preaching Yahweh Shai, constantly, how can I say it? Constantly heralding in the second coming of Yahweh Shai. Okay, verse 15, and it says, I'm not asking you to take them out of the world, but to keep them safe from the evil one. And who is the evil one? Esau. Okay. Verse 16, it says, they do not belong to this world any more than I do. Okay. So there you go. There you have it. Okay. So we don't belong to this world, man. Okay. Real quick, verse 17, just to end this off, it says, make them holy by your truth. Teach them your word, which is truth. You see, and guess what? We are holy. Holy meaning what? Meaning separate. We're not of this world, man. Okay, that's why we don't do the things these people do. Just like that famous Benjamin singer Sizzler. He said, don't do what the heathen do. Don't do what the heathen say. And that's in the scriptures. Do not as the heathen do. Real quick, let me get that real quick. So the point's been made, ultimately, we don't belong to this world, and there you have it. But real quick, let me get this quick precept. John 10 and verse 2 is 1. It says, hear the word of the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shai. It says, hear the word which the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai speaketh unto you, O house of Israel, said the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai. It says, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. Right? Don't learn the way of these people out here, man. Which before the truth, that's what we were doing. That's why we I opened up with 1 Peter 4 and verse 1 to verse 4. Going in about these people, basically, feeling some kind of way, that we're in the truth, and not doing the things that we once did, with them, because we're not Gentiles no more, man. We're not strangers to our commonwealth anymore, like we once were. That's why the scriptures say, once it says, even though we strayed away from the Most High, seek Him 10 times more. That's what we're doing. Trying our best to remain holy. Trying our best to remain, on the path of righteousness. And not following the way of these people out here, man, and not being unequally yoked with unbelievers. So Lord's will, this lesson was edifying to the Lord's elect. The Lord's sheep. And I just want to say, call name La Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honor being to the elder apostles of Great Millstone that do rule and teach well. And it's like, why don't you Ankim out there that's pushing His truth through the spirit, through the power, and through the name of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. That being said, Shalom.